There's a rise from the storm and a storm and a more than light. You can find me below. Now if you ever me know. Today is Thursday, September 6, 2018. My name is Hollywood J. Black, and this is the Ovatyme Sports Show. What a hell of a week, and we're only halfway down. Oh, my Lord. Let me see if I can get this a little closer. Yo, what's good, y'all? This is your boy James, a.k.a. Hollywood J. Black. Once again, live as usual on a late Wednesday going to the Thursday. If you're on the West Coast, it's a wacky Wednesday, but if not, it's a little bit Thursday on the East. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody's good. We relaxed and we chill. But we had a hell of a freaking week so far, right? A hell of a week. A hell of a fucking week. Hold on. I got this thing clicking in. There we go. What's good, Mr. Toby Son? How you doing tonight, sir? Hope everything is well. So between Colin Kaepernick, between the Eminem, MGK beef, between the Eminem, the MGK Jeezy beef, and it is insane. It's insane. The madness that's out there. Let's get on the madness, shall we? So, we had recently, let me drop this down real quick. So we had recently, for those that have been living under a nice little rock, all right? So Nike has, decided to sign my man Colin Kaepernick to an exclusive contract, along with others for their Just Do It 30th year campaign anniversary, dilly-o, whatever, right? We've had so much backlash, so much controversy, so much drama over this. The lines have been drawn in the sand. My timeline literally looks like a Civil War reenactment. It's that bad. People are all in their feelings over some shoes and possibly some socks. And even some compression pants, maybe. They all in their feelings over that. The only person allowed to be in their feelings in 2018 is Drake with Kiki, Do You Love Me? Are You Riding? But no. Apparently everybody's up in their feelings. Everybody's angry. I stated it 2 days ago. I said this was the perfect business decision for them. Where's Mr. Sinful? That's the good question, sir. My man was supposed to be doing the show with me, but he did say that he may or may not pass out, and I think that was a May, so May has probably taken over. So, but it's okay. He has to be at work early as shit, so it's all good. But yeah, it's insane out there. So, and we got people burning shoes. We got cutting off apparel and everything else. If I just remember correctly, I just saw a dude that burned his shoes while they were still on his feet. Still on his feet. The man burned shoes while they were still on his feet, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea. So because of this, I thought that I, James Granger, myself, would share some tips for those that are looking to possibly, what's the word I'm looking for? That are looking to possibly, where the hell my thing is? That burn their shoes. There we go. Hold on. So I'm going to give you guys some tips. I hope you guys take my tips a little seriously. Hold on. I got tips. Hold on. We're going to try this again. Apparently the photo ain't showing up. I have to go get a photo, huh? See how this technology works? It doesn't work the way it's supposed to. But yet it is at the same time. Hold on. I even put it in an album. See, I did the right thing. I did what I was supposed to do. And the shit's still not working. Let's see. Let's see if I can move it to an album now. Hold on. See, how come it shows up on the album? See, all this wonderful technology, right? It's supposed to work the way it's supposed to, and then yet it is not. Hold on. I'm almost there. Oh, no. What the fuck am I thinking? I'll just do it like this. Hold on. Give me a second now. This is how we're going to do it. Bear with me just a moment, because this is what this is all about, y'all. See, sometimes I can't get it right, but when I do get it right, I get it right. Watch how we do. Boom. Right, so let's go full screen with it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I love my people, right? I love my peoples and what they do. So I want y'all to be safe out there. If y'all choose to want to really burn y'all products, Sinful Black Entertainment has a way that you can burn your product safely. Burn your Nike products. We're going to tell you all tips and no shafts. That's exactly right. It's just nothing but the shaft, sir. Hold on. Get a Chrome tab going. There we go. We want you to burn your product safely. So, with that said, let me provide you guys with some helpful tips on being able to burn your product safely. First and foremost, always make sure that you start your fire outside. That's right. Start your fire outside. Make sure you stand at least 5 feet from an open flame, because we don't want you to get burned. Sinful Black does not want to take responsibility if you decide to burn the shit out of yourself, okay? Make sure you keep the clothes you're wearing away from the flame. This is very important, because we don't want you going to jail. We don't want you dying because you decide to burn your Nike clothes. And finally, if you do end up getting burned, always douse the fire with water. Don't use gasoline. It's just not going to turn out well, ladies and gentlemen. It's just not. So those are Sinful Black's tips for making sure that you stay safe when burning your Nike clothes. That's right. So the real aftermath of this is, you would think that with Mr. Donald Trump on the rise, right? He says he posted his little statement, right, on Twitter, beefing. He was also on a show kind of contradicting, talking about, oh, this is what makes America great. And then he lambasts Colin Kaepernick on Twitter. What a wonderful guy, right? Our president, ladies and gentlemen. Yay. Anyways, so the good news is that the athletes from all walks of the spectrum are coming out in support of not only Nike, but for Colin Kaepernick. LeBron James came out and stated, hey, I support Nike 100% through and through. Matter of fact, Cam Newton just says, I support Colin Kaepernick and Nike through and through. The support is flowing in. And even recently, I think I posted it on my timeline. Even more recently, the widow of Pat Tillman, because a lot of people have been using Pat Tillman as the poster child for this. And Pat Tillman was a hero and a martyr at the same time. Let me explain why. Because a lot of people know the Pat Tillman story, but they really don't know the Pat Tillman story. And I kind of really want to express this, because when you want to speak the good about Pat Tillman, and it's not saying that he did anything bad, let's not forget that his own government sold out his likeness for the mere popularity of them. I think they used Pat Tillman kind of as the guy that made it so that this national anthem thing happened, because they said, oh, an NFL player can come in and he could be a soldier. And then his own people shot him and killed him. Friendly fire. Bam, bam, bam. Which is kind of sad, actually, for a man that gave up everything to lose it because his own people fucked up. Now, the premise of the Colin Kaepernick campaign, if you take the message that the thing says, right? It says, sacrifice everything. No, it says do something even if you have to sacrifice everything. Hold on, wait. Oh, I dropped that down. Sorry. I gotta look at it. I gotta pop it up again. So we gotta close the tab, right? Yep, we gotta close the tab. Pop this up. Let me pop up the article. Believe in something, even if you have to sacrifice everything. That's exactly what the article is. This is probably gonna piss some people off. Believe in something, even if you have to sacrifice everything. Now, I want you to take this into a broader spectrum, right? Let's take out the Colin Kaepernick politics for a second. Let's add real life into this. All right, so let's say you work at a, I don't know, call center. Maybe you work at a mobile home park or something like that. You work anywhere, right? Everybody has these rules of code of conduct. Okay. My job I was at today, we learned about code of conduct and how it kind of works, right? So they put scenarios up where the boss tells you to do something that breaks code of conduct. And then you tell your boss, you can go fuck yourself, boss. Ha. And then your boss then tries to retaliate against you. Now you really have two options at this point. You really say, I'm going to fight this because I believe in what I'm doing is right, or B, which is I'm just going to lay here and die. So now the thing is this. So do you sacrifice everything because you have this belief in your heart and in your soul? Are you willing to make the ultimate sacrifice, regardless of whether it's life or it's death, or, you fight for your family? Are you going to go through hell? Are you going to go through hell because of your own personal beliefs? And personally, I think that Colin Kaepernick did. And I think that the soldiers that leave and come back, they do too. When I do my show, let me explain something to you. When I do this show nowadays, I go from one job to 8 in the morning. I don't even come home after that. I go straight to my other job, and then I come home, and then on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, I make sure that this show's done. Because I believe in what the message that I have to speak to everybody else. So while it's not the grand sacrifice, it's the sacrifice. It's what I believe in. So I believe in this strongly enough that I'm willing to make the grand sacrifice in order to keep doing this. I believe in making sure that my family is taken care of, even if myself is not taken care of. Those are the sacrifices that we have to make. And these are the beliefs. So the message that Colin Kaepernick is trying to push and Nike is trying to push is 100% universal. And I think that at some point, after you get past the kneeling, the whole anthem bullshit, let's stop that. Let's talk about the message. Let's talk about what's going on. He believed in his cause so much that he gave up his football career. He sacrificed his football career because of it. Others too, and it's not just him. It's the Eric Reeves, who was a top 20 safety. He won't get signed because if he kneeled with Colin Kaepernick. They're punishing him for Colin Kaepernick. At some point, I understand that people have their beliefs about how the national anthem is, and that's fine. I'm on both sides of the fence. I keep telling people this. My father was a World War II and a Korea veteran. And the same token, he marched with Martin Luther King. So I don't have a dog in this fight. But the reality is that the reason why these veterans fought is so people like me and people like you and people like Colin Kaepernick and people like the other NFL players can protest peacefully. All we want people to do is to understand the message that's being brought, and it's been delivered in spades. And yes, has there been cases where maybe that the message wasn't delivered properly due to certain people? Yes. Don't get me wrong. But the message still exists. There's still been instances of police brutality. We just had 3 more cases of police brutality within the last month. We need to start looking at ourselves and maybe stop being angry, stop politicizing the BS, stop taking a side, stop the tribalism. That's a wonderful word. I got to thank my old boss, Lee Smith. Appreciate that, Lee Smith. We got to stop the tribalism. That we're going to say, I want to be on this side, and I want to be on this side, and this side agrees with me, and this side isn't. We do that shit with Republicans. We do that shit with Democrats. We do that shit with everybody else. Why can't we just do the right thing? And not the right thing for me, but the right thing for all Americans and all people that are in this country. We all deserve the same freedoms and all deserve the same liberties as everybody else, regardless of race, color, or creed. And once we get past that, I think that we'll be better off. But the $1 million question is, will we get past that? And my answer is, I don't know. I think people like to pick a side. Be dead honest with you, right? I think we're taught that at a young age. When you get a basketball team together, you are either on this team or you on this team, right? You get picked, and you pick your people and you pick a side. Team sports are all based off of size, off of the division. We got to look at that. And maybe that's not the way that things need to be ran anymore. Maybe the way that things need to be ran is we need somebody that's for us, as people that represent us, humans. And once we get that, once we can achieve that, we will achieve great things. My man, Brian, I just left the comment. You left the long one. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right now. Not saying I support or do not support. That this was my whole premise on my videos a month or so ago. And everybody simply not gave a shit and let Colin alone and let everybody believe in what they believe in. Whether or not it's controversial, just people let me do what they do and believe in their hearts. Then Colin would still be a quarterback, and this whole debate about Nike and the whole controversy would not be around. Do not give a damn if you're black, white, yellow, red, Muslim, Christian, Mormon, whatever. Do what you do, want to do it, how you want to do it, and who cares? I fully agree with you, sir. I think that it was made a big deal. Other players have been doing it too. Nobody really knew that Marshawn Lynch, for the most part, sat down during the national anthem until he actually brought it up 6 weeks into the season after Colin Kaepernick started sitting and then doing the kneeling. The whole premise comes down to it like this. We have to find a better way. But again, it's all about the tribalism. My man Lee Smith basically broke it down. It's the tribalism of human culture, not just American culture, human culture. We all want to pick a side. And those that don't are just kind of this purgatory in the middle, like, what the fuck are we going to do? Because none of these people on one side or the other represent us, right? That's what I think. That's even the worst part. It's one thing to be on one side, where they're on the side of Colin Kaepernick. It's another to be on the side of the Republicans and the establishment that wants you to stand for the national anthem like a goddamn slave. But it's a complete other that neither agrees nor disagrees with the other side, and the people around you are making you choose. I think that's the even worse feeling in the world, because you don't want to be like them. You don't want to act like that. And I can understand that. Me, myself, and I'm always going to, first and foremost, will always ride with the color of my skin along with the content of my character. I will not blindly follow somebody into battle. But where I'm from, Oakland, California, Las Vegas, Nevada, Oakland, the home of the Black Panthers. Las Vegas was like the first city that really I've never, ever experienced racism in. It took me a long time to experience racism in Las Vegas. That was the real city. But I'll go into that another day and another time. But where I'm from, Oakland's the home of the Black Panthers, where the Black Panthers were born. My mama following them damn streets, defending police brutality, defending the wrongness by the police officers there in San Francisco and in Oakland. So that's where my loyalties lie. But I will not blindly follow you in the battle. I will be the voice of reason. I have enough knowledge in my head to make sure that I don't fall for anybody's bullshit. And that's really all I got to say about that. And like I said, we need to focus on what's right, on fixing what's wrong in this world. And once we do that, we're going to be better people. So now, let's get on to some sports news. We got Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, if you guys didn't know, has not reported for training camp, ladies and gentlemen. Le'Veon Bell has decided that because they want to try and sign him to a franchise tag rather than give him a long-term deal, that he's not going to come. I don't know whether he's going to come or not. I think that he might be in it for the long haul. And I think that after this season, well, I mean, the CBA for the NFL comes up in 2020, you probably can kiss the franchise tag goodbye. There ain't going to be no franchise tags because they're not going to sign for that. That's a hostage situation waiting to happen. But I stand by Le'Veon Bell. He's a running back. So there's two positions in the world where you risk everything, and that's quarterback and that's running back. You literally risk everything every time you're on the field. A bad block, you can tear up your knee. A bad run, you can tear up your knee. A bad receiving catch, you can tear up your knee. Tear up something, destroy your whole entire life. Or you looking for? Were you referring to Le'Veon Bell? Am I looking for him to come? A thing about Le'Veon Bell, I think that if the 49ers have the money, if the 49ers have the cap space, if the 49ers have the will, him and Alfred Morris would be a hell of a duo in San Francisco. I think that would literally push us over the top. So I mean that's how I feel. But Le'Veon Bell, yeah, your boy, they either gonna have to pay the man or they just gonna have to do it, and he had to force somebody's hand. He doesn't mind losing money. You probably never know. Le'Veon Bell could probably have stacked all that money that he had, and he knows better now. He knows not to. He knows he ain't fucking around no more. He ain't gonna fuck around with his money. Yes, he could have made $15 million, $60 million a year. That's not what he wants. What if he makes $16 million, goes out and tears his knee for Pittsburgh, and they say, "Oh, sorry, we're only going to give you this $2 million. We're going to cut you." If I'm Le'Veon Bell, I ain't signing shit, but a multi-year injury protected contract. And if you ain't getting that, then you ain't even get. No, I don't even need to come back. I'm good. I'll be like, I'm straight. Deuces. But yeah, that's some good shit. That's some good shit. All right. So we got three more things on deck here. Serena Williams. Yeah, we're gonna go into tennis. Sorry. We're gonna flip it around a little bit. I did some little bit of some golf a couple weeks ago. Now I'm gonna go to some tennis now that I mean. So Serena Williams is doing her thug thizzle. They try to sweat her over the cat suit. Serena Williams is actually part of the Colin Kaepernick campaign ad, by the way. Just got to let you know that, put you on game. But anyways, it's Serena Williams, they question her because of her cat suit. They were so mad, the U.S. Open said that she's not allowed to wear the cat suit in the U.S. Open. Serena Williams has been doing nothing but dominating players ever since. Damn, I'm like, the U.S. Open, it ain't the cat suit you got to worry about. It's Serena Williams making all these other tennis players out here looking like a goddamn dumpster fire. Really? See, this is what happens. What, no cricket? He said no cricket. No, cricket is later this year, sir. Remember, they play cricket in the rain probably. I don't know. I don't know how cricket goes. But Serena Williams is well on her way. She's been dominating the field. She's going to basically win this U.S. Open, I think, hands down. I don't really think there's anybody else in her way that's going to stop her. And they got slighted in the her and Venus got slighted in the U.S. Open, and they probably did better than anybody else. So, congratulations, U.S. Open. You look like a dumbass. You played yourself. 2 more things on deck. Finally, the hostage situation is over. Luau Deng is done. He is out of Los Angeles. They bought him out for $7.5 million. He's a free man. He can sign wherever he wants to. The only reason why the Lakers didn't want to play him because they were worried that he was going to get injured, and they still have to pay him his money. But guess what? They left him on the bench, and guess what they still had to do? Pay him his money. I can't with people. People are idiots. But what the fuck ever, right? And last but not least, Shohei Ohtani, the rookie sensation for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. He injured his elbow a few months back. Found out in his last diagnosis that he may need Tommy John surgery. So what does this man do to determine whether he needs Tommy John surgery or not? He goes out and hits 2 home runs. This dude is a fucking legend. If you haven't seen Shohei Ohtani, you better go watch it. You better go watch this man. This man is a living legend in the making. And he's a beast of a beast. If you're not, these last few weeks of baseball are going to be critical. And they're going to need this man. They're going to need this man. So I don't know. Does he need the surgery? He said, I don't know. He said he didn't think that he does. Time will tell. I know those were pretty brief. I did because I ran a little bit long on the Colin Kaepernick saga. But I want to thank everybody once again for watching the Ovatyme Sports Show. Well, after this is going on YouTube, and then this is going on Anchor. So you'll be able to catch it on the podcast. But until then, my name is Hollywood J. Black, and we out this bitch. Deuces.